Hi, this video is on how to change a scanned PDF into a readable PDF. This section of a social studies book you can see is really large from the size, and if I was to open that PDF with regular reader and try to select any of the text on there, it would be impossible to select any of the text that's on there. So I could go and try to select text, but if I did that, all I get is the fact that these are really just pictures here of the pages, which is why it's so large. So you want to open it with Adobe Acrobat first of all. So I right click, and Adobe Reader is the normal thing that you may have, and you may have the option to, if you have it installed, to edit with Adobe Acrobat. When I open with Adobe Acrobat, I have the ability to OCR, or do optical character recognition, to turn these pictures into text. So as I go down here right now in this section, if I was to pick the text picker, you'd see it doesn't see text. It's just looking at this big huge section. So instead I'm going to do the character recognition over here. So I'm going to go over to this side on the right where it says text recognition, and it says AA this file. So when I do that, I get a little pop-up here that says, hey, do you want to do to all the pages or just certain pages? So it's going to do an OCR in English. I say OK, and this process is actually pretty quick depending on your computer. It's going through the entire document, recognizing the pictures, and it's recognizing the text, and it's making it so that whole thing now can be read by any text reader, which it could not do before, and it gives you the ability to copy and paste from it. You can see it's kind of justifying some of the pages didn't scan exactly right. It kind of lines it all up a little better as it's going through there. So now it's doing that on the file, and we're page 8 through 32, so I'm just going to pause the video for just a second. We don't need to watch the whole thing. Okay, so it's all done now, and basically what I have now is I have the ability to copy and paste sections. Now if I go through there, it actually sees them as words. I can control find. I can use text readers on this textbook as well now that I couldn't do before. The last thing I'm going to do when I go to save this, I go to File and Save As, and when I save it, I'm sorry, wrong thing, File and Save as Other. I'm going to change it to a reduced size PDF. It doesn't change anything, but it makes the pictures a little bit smaller. Most of the time we're not trying to print out something that we're going to frame on the wall, and it's not going to make any difference on that. So I'm going to do a reduced size PDF, and then it says, are you sure you want to save and continue? I'm going to say yes, and then it's going to ask me if I want to retain the existing capabilities. I say yes again, and I'm just going to change the name here so you can see the difference in the size of the file since I did that. So it's going to process the images and downside those a little bit as you're going through it, to see exactly how small it can make the image and stuff as it goes. So that takes just a second to do that. And once you're done, now this file is, screen readers can read it. Okay, so it's done, and I can close this out, and you can see the difference in the file. Just by OCRing it, it changed it from 21 to 17,000, but once I did the reduced size, now it's just a 5 meg file. As far as that goes, you wouldn't be able to open this up and see the difference between the files. I still do it by chapter when I'm doing this so that they're manageable as they open and closing them. But that's it for doing the optical character recognition and changing your file down.